Welcome to Turnpike to WrestleMania. Turnbuckle Trash Talk here. I am your officiant, Kent. With me, as always, is my tag team partner, the Latin liaison, Isaiah.
Yo.
We're going to talk about what's coming up this week on Raw and SmackDown. We did a Turnpike segment last time.
We did?
Later in the week on on Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. Mm-hmm. So we kind of covered what happened on Raw and SmackDown, but you weren't with us.
I was not.
So we get to kind of get your thoughts on some of the things that happened,
right?
And how it's going to affect things going forward. I actually pulled up the Raw preview from WWE.com so that we can kind of run through that because that kind of bullet points.
Yeah, it's easier. Yeah, instead of having to write shit down.
Right off the top, we've got Roman Reigns is coming back tonight to kind of give an update on his leukemia battle,
right?
And kind of has a big announcement. I am starting to think that this announcement is that he is back in remission and is going to actually be coming back to wrestling.
I agree. There would be no other reason for him to come back and make such a quick announcement, so fast.
How do you think this is going to affect the WrestleMania picture now? Because they had already started making plans for him not being around. I mean, he was Universal Champion when he left.
Yeah.
It was pretty obvious that he was the guy. So now with Rollins being in his WrestleMania match with Brock, that's all set in stone, supposedly. How does this change things? What do you think?
Easily, it's going to turn into a triple threat match.
But they're already doing something like that in the women's title picture. Do you think that's what they're going to do?
Unfortunately, they're going to do it with the men's. Although, because the thing is like, if this is really like what's going to happen, if he does happen to come back and stuff, even if he was to come back, if I were like behind the pen or the pencil or whatever, I would honestly hold off. I'd be like, Roman, I'm happy you're good, and this is great, but let's hold you off a little bit more. Give him a surprise entrance at another match or something like that, or another pay-per-view or something, because he's still young. He's got time.
Well, I think this is a great opportunity to have maybe Roman versus Dean.
Dean's on his way out anyways, yeah.
Dean's on his way out. Yeah. He had already talked some crap about Roman when he made his heel turn and everything like that. Like, maybe just give Dean something to do on his way out that maybe he'll be slightly invested in.
Right.
Instead of just putting him in a match where he doesn't care and he phones in his performance anyway. Yeah. Maybe just something to bring Roman back in instead of inserting him into the title picture, which I think is a huge mistake.
Big mistake, man.
I think it's a huge, huge mistake because I think that people will just crap all over that match if that's what happens. I mean, I hope Roman is better.
Yeah, me too.
I hope that he has recovered. I hope that he is going to come back to wrestling. I think it's the only way to feel about the issue. I think feeling anything else makes you kind of an asshole.
An asshole, yeah. And I don't even like Roman Reigns as a wrestler.
I don't either. But
I wish him nothing but
happy
good health
for him, and I want him to come back happy, healthy. I want him to do what he loves. I want anyone to do what they love, even if they're not good at it.
Yeah.
But I don't want to see him in that title picture again. Yeah. I don't want to see him versus Brock. I got so sick of it. And honestly, if he is better, and if he is coming back, that was really fast.
Super quick.
I was expecting years of battling this. Like, maybe we'd see him next year or the year after, not 6 months, not even 6 months later.
Not even.
Like, that's
why I would say
crazy.
I would hold off a little bit. I don't know. Like, the way it happened, it all happened so quick. They should definitely hold off, man. Just don't push any buttons yet. Don't let anything go. Relax. And right now is the worst time. You have so many guys called up. It's just a cluster of the mess, if you know what I'm talking about. And it's just gonna start looking. Now it's not looking good right now.
So if he is back, great. I hope they have a plan for him. I hope they don't alter too many of their current plans because of that.
Right.
Because again, if he's back so fast, what's to say that he isn't really back? What's to say that this doesn't come rearing back up 6 months from now?
Yeah, exactly. That's
you got to be really 100% sure you're back.
Yeah.
So anyway,
and if that's the case, heal him.
Yeah.
Heel turn from the beginning. It's not been enough time to where he's actually gotten. It sounds shitty, but for him to get the sympathy cheers,
It's not been long enough.
No, he's going to get booed.
There are people who are going to... there are already have been people saying, oh, it's a work. He didn't have leukemia.
Shit.
They're just trying to get him over. And I'm like, whoa, okay.
Take it easy, cowboy.
If that's true, that's complete bullshit.
Yeah.
but B, 100% it's not true.
Yeah.
And he did battle with leukemia, and this is just a miraculous recovery.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got a lot to go over, so let's move past
it.
that. Ric Flair just celebrated his 70th birthday.
Woo!
He had a big party. Evander Holyfield, a whole bunch of Charles Barkley was there.
Charles Barkley was there. I wasn't there. Charles Barkley.
But they're having a birthday celebration on Raw.
Okay.
So I could see this going one way. And it's, I think, the ideal way with them screwing up that Becky Ronda match. It's obviously going to be a triple threat at WrestleMania. I think we're going to see Becky Lynch
beat up.
Becky Lynch interrupt this birthday party. And personally, what I'd like to see is her put Ric Flair in the disarmor.
Okay.
I think that's the way it would go. I think that's the best way to go, to build up more of the heat with Charlotte, to continue to make her seem that rebellious figure. I think that's the way to go. I think there's no way possible Becky Lynch isn't getting involved.
Okay, so do you think, Becky Lynch is working this whole angle, right? Let's say she gets it done. She's in the main event. Now it's a triple threat match. She's got the hurt leg, so eventually that hurt leg is going to have to come into play.
Well, they've already done it. I mean, last week they had her attack Charlotte during a live event, and Charlotte kicked her in the knee. I'm sick of the hurt leg thing. They can get past that now. That was fine, even though I hate the whole way they've been handling this angle from day one.
Yeah.
The whole apology, everything. I've hated every step of that process. I think once she won that Royal Rumble, all they had to do was start the build to Becky Ronda at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That's all they had to do. They didn't need to include Charlotte. They didn't need to have the suspensions.
No.
I mean, I could get if they wanted to suspend her for attitude problems.
Trying to get that Stone Cold feel, man.
That's fine, but they didn't need the injury. And the injury is pointless at this point. It's not doing any favors unless they're trying to keep Becky off TV to make sure they get that main event, to make sure that she's healthy for WrestleMania.
Or to give her a reason for her loss. Well,
But I don't, it's obvious she's going to interrupt.
She's going to come back with a letter saying that the docs cleared me.
Well, they did. They did that already.
Oh, okay. Well, there.
So it's just, it's scrambling. They're scrambling right now. Vince clearly isn't confident in a Becky Ronda main event and felt like Charlotte needed to be a part of it to make it a main event.
All this scrambling, man. Scrambling I like is my eggs.
Ric Flair's 70th birthday, obviously going to get interrupted by Becky Lynch.
There's
no real other reason to
celebrate it on Raw. Yeah, it really isn't.
NXT superstars on the rise. So last week we saw 4 more apparent NXT call-ups.
Wow.
The NXT champion, Tommaso Ciampa. The NXT North American champion, Johnny Gargano.
Former.
Ricochet. He's current.
Gargano?
Yeah.
He lost it.
When?
He lost it to the Velveteen Dream.
Did he really?
Yeah.
On NXT?
Yeah.
I missed it.
Spoiler alert. Damn. Shit, Kent.
I'm behind. Okay, well, former North American champion, Johnny Gargano, Ricochet, and Aleister Black. 4 gigantic call-ups.
Shit.
On top of the 6 botched call-ups with Nikki Cross, Lacey Evans, Heavy Machinery, Lars Sullivan, who just vanished.
Yeah.
Apparently because of anxiety problems.
Yep. EC3.
And EC3. Yeah. So apparently this is a full-time call-up.
What's going on?
Why?
Tommaso's still champion. What's going on?
I mean, now to be fair, they've done that before. Kevin Owens was NXT champion when he challenged
but
Cena.
they didn't. But he came in as a open challenge. It was not this case where they announced it as a call-up.
Do you think this could possibly be in response to the recent releases?
Yes.
They released Ty Dillinger, they released Hideo Itami, they released TJP, and they released Arn Anderson, which was a backstage thing.
Yeah.
Now, what are they going to do with these guys? They already botched 6 planned call-ups. These were 4 spontaneous call-ups.
Well, the real question is, do you think there's going to be more releases later on?
Oh, absolutely. Man. I think it's not done. I think there are too many names left on the roster.
Yeah. Go.
That are probably going to be gone. I think we're going to see The Revival probably will leave once their contract is done.
When is there a rumor of when the contract should be up?
I think it's later this year.
Oh, really? Oh, shit. Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised to see them leave.
Yeah.
They have stated in more than one way that they want to fight the Young Bucks. The only way that's going to happen is in AEW.
AEW, yeah.
And I think that this recent Raw Tag Team title reign is too little too late.
Yeah.
And it's a sympathy reign.
Right.
It's like a pity reign.
Yeah.
It's a please don't go
because of
reign.
Seth Rollins.
And I'm just like, it's worthless now.
Yeah,
I mean, the Raw Tag Team division has been horrible.
Yeah, but let's give credit to SmackDown, who was doing well, and then they made a joke of it with Shane and Miz, and it went back to the Usos, which I'm cool with that. I'm fine with that, but still, I don't know what's going on.
So I think we're going to see some more names released.
Everybody's
I wouldn't
out.
be surprised to see an Ascension release or Breezango release
Yeah.
or something like that, because they've got over 300 people on their combined roster.
Riddle me this: how is Zack Ryder still on the roster?
He's a company guy.
But what does that mean?
He does anything the company asks him to do.
Like,
He's a good hand. He does any social media or appearances that they want him to do, anything like that. He's a WWE guy.
I could be a WWE guy.
And I don't think that's something you necessarily let go of. I think that's the same as like a Dolph Ziggler.
And Titus O'Neil.
Yeah, these guys are just good for the company because
because I see Titus O'Neil does a lot of outside work.
A lot
the
of
Big Show
charity
as well.
work.
Sin Cara the same way.
Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins have this action figure collectible show that they do on YouTube. He was doing the Z True Long Island Story. Like, he's just a good guy to have.
Okay.
I think he deserves better.
Yeah.
But
Again,
either way, so they've got these 4 new NXT call-ups. Maybe it's to account for the releases, but they didn't even need to do that. The guys they released weren't even on TV.
yeah, and you're bringing 4 of the top guys on NXT.
They've been
crazy.
gutting the indies. Now they're gutting
Gutting
NXT, their own promotion.
But this has got to be something that was approved by Vince and Triple H. And for Triple H to okay it, man, there's got to be something. Maybe Vinny is just like, okay, I'll give you reigns for a little bit. Let's see how this goes. It could be a new era. It could be happening.
Or it could just be more bloating an already bloated roster
Could be that.
with people that they're not going to have anything to do with. I mean,
Damn sure.
would I love to see a heel DIY tag team? Sure.
That'd be great.
But they haven't even finished the story they've been telling on NXT before they're bringing them onto the main roster. Like,
There's still something. They need closure. We need closure.
we need closure.
That's what we need.
We need some kind of closure on NXT.
They
And
win
now-
titles and they stand next to each other. That's not closure.
Now I feel like we're going to get a rushed closing of their story on NXT to get them onto the main roster. I
agree.
feel like this is a ratings grab.
Yeah.
That they think that they're going to get better ratings by bringing these guys up.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is and not to mention all the people on NXT that could already be that were ready to be called up already. Undisputed Era. People like that. Like what? This just was random to me.
This could be a
Are they main roster worthy? Yes.
Yes, of course. Yeah, hands
But
down.
it's just random and rushed.
Yeah.
So
What do we do?
the next thing on the preview, there's something about Dean Ambrose. We saw Dean Ambrose kind of make a face-ish turn when he came out and said "Slay the Beast" to Seth Rollins.
Dean Ambrose, him leaving, I think, is a work.
Really?
It's got to be a work. The way he's even posting this on his personal social media, on WWE social media, about everything, on his Twitter and everything. This is a work. And
It could be.
I'm feeling it out, and I'm calling it that right now. Right now, I'm calling it.
Right now.
It's a work. And R-Truth is winning next year's Royal Rumble. Both of those are going to happen.
Speaking of R-Truth,
Do it.
nothing is happening with the U.S. title.
My man deserves a break. What do you want? But
he's got a title.
He beat 2 people in one night. You know? That's tough. Only person who knows about that is Chris Jericho.
Anyway, this Dean Ambrose thing, I don't even care. I don't even
Neither
care
do I.
anymore.
I'm not invested into it.
I don't care at all anymore what happens with him or with anything that's going on with
Around
him.
him.
He blew his heel turn.
He did.
I was so excited for that heel turn,
I liked
and it
it.
was completely wasted.
Yeah.
It's just go already. That's kind of my thought. Is I'm like, just go.
Even his
You don't care.
If you watch his matches now, you can even tell like it's just his emotion and everything. He's not there.
He just doesn't care.
He doesn't care.
He's phoning it in harder than anyone I've ever seen.
Yes, sir.
Then we've got who will be the Boss and Hug Connection's first challengers? Nia Jax and Tamina.
Hands down. There's nobody else.
Where's there a question in that?
Maybe the Iconics. Maybe.
I don't want to see that.
Neither do I, but that's the only other legitimate.
But no, it's Tamina and Nia Jax. They are still some reason so behind them.
Let me tell you something. Watching the women's elimination tag team match, whatever, when Bayley and Sasha did capture those titles, I was still not impressed. Just because it was something that, you know how you know something's going to happen?
Yeah.
It's like there's no surprise to it. There's nothing, like, make it seem like put the odds against them type of thing.
Yeah.
Give them something to work harder for, so that way they can actually enjoy it and celebrate that momentous, the win of the titles. But it was just boring I was like, I know it's going to happen. And then the last two tag teams that were in there, I was like, oh, well, we know who's going to win. So I don't care.
Let's shift gears to SmackDown a little bit because there is stuff that happens outside of Raw.
There is.
So Kofi Kingston is getting a title shot against the new Daniel Bryan at Fastlane.
Rumor has it he's going to win it.
He's not.
Rumor has it he's going to win it.
He's not.
Rumor.
I'm calling it now. There's no chance. They just made this new belt for Daniel Bryan.
That is true.
Kofi Kingston was a substitution for Mustafa Ali.
Who's hurt.
So this was actually supposed to be Mustafa's push.
So they got somebody who's...
It's been 11 years. The dude is not going to win.
He is
a good fallback.
He's going to win it.
He's not going to win it.
He's going to win it. He may lose it the next day, but he's going to win it.
So they're going to break Daniel Bryan. They're going to have him win at Fastlane and then lose on SmackDown.
Yep.
Why?
I think this is... Kofi Kingston is... I think he's on his way to retire, man. I think he's going to be... I think this is just them saying, thank you for everything.
So it's a swan song.
Yeah, that's all it is. Because... I know just dirt sheet shit. That's all it really is. But rumor has it they're gonna either break up the New Day or the heel turn. Which either way, that's what dirt sheet says.
No.
Dirt sheet brought to you by Dirt Sheets.
He's holding it till Mania. He's holding it till Mania. There's no
in a perfect world.
I mean, Daniel Bryan's holding it till Mania.
Yeah.
There's just no I'm part of Kofi Mania. I'm so behind what they've been doing with him. I think it's long overdue.
But I also love Daniel Bryan.
I love Daniel Bryan, but I just don't think if they're going to do it at Mania. Don't do it at Fastlane. Fastlane is a throwaway pay-per-view with no real purpose. Do it at Mania. Fine. Give it that extra build.
The Kofi win?
Yeah. Give Kofi and Daniel Bryan a really good build to Mania. Do not waste that match at Fastlane. And if it's going to happen, it's not going to happen at Fastlane. They just made that new belt.
But they're working on Fastlane, them too. So after that, so maybe he won't.
He's not going to win it at Fastlane. If he's going to win it, it's going to be a bigger stage than that. And again,
Kofi deserves that.
Brand new title belt. They need to release lots of toys and replicas for people to buy before they bring back the old title belt.
Oh, that's why I'm saying he'll win it right back the next day. That's it. Problem solved. Kofi wins. Boo! Hey, Kofi, you're the greatest. Thank you, Kofi. Thank you, Kofi. That's it, and then he's done. Let me hear the swan song. That's not the official swan song track. That's a remix.
That's a remix.
We don't have the rights to the song, so
obviously they're setting up the Miz Shane match at Mania. They're going to have their rematch against the Usos at
Which, newsflash, no one cares.
No one wants to see that match. That should have been Miz Bryan at Mania.
It should have been. Where did that story go? Where is it?
They just...
Is it still sitting
what
somewhere?
They always do. They're holding gold. They're just they've got Butterfingers.
It's over in the warehouse with the WrestleMania 3 ring. That's where it's at. It's just sitting right next to it. That's terrible.
What else to mention on SmackDown? Nothing really.
It bummed me.
Asuka. What are they going to do with Asuka? Now that Charlotte's in the Raw picture, Asuka
apparently just took an L from Mandy Rose.
She did on SmackDown,
which really sucks. I don't care how it was. I don't care whatever.
I get the feeling they're setting up Asuka Lacey Evans.
What?
I don't know because it was Lacey Evans.
Nothing in NXT.
It was Lacey's distraction that caused Asuka the loss.
Right.
I don't care.
I don't.
I just don't care.
If you told me Asuka loses because she was distracted by another roster call-up and it was Io Shirai, then I'll be like, okay, we have something, folks.
Io Shirai or Kairi Sane versus?
Yeah, I'll take it. But Lacey Evans, who, I mean, I don't want to take
They've
away.
been using her as a runway model these last couple weeks, where she just walks out, walks down the ramp, and then walks back. No, a botched NXT call-up.
Another one. What are you going to do? You can't win them all, Kent. You know?
Well, anyway, that's what's coming up this week.
Unfortunately.
On Raw and SmackDown.
Shit.
I'm not sure if it's going to be a good week or not. We could see a surprise with the Roman Reigns return. We could see Becky Lynch interfere in the 70th birthday party, but who knows? The road to WrestleMania is very rocky, and I think we are hitting some major speed bumps
It's a long road. Luckily, the Turnpike is free.
We will see you guys next week with another Turnbuckle Trash Talk, Turnpike to WrestleMania. Hopefully it's a good Raw and SmackDown this week, but if it's not, we'll have more to talk about next week.
Even better. There you go.
We'll see you guys next time.